Born to an astute politician, educationist, and businessman, our guest today has roots deeply entrenched in politics. He is a real estate magnate and the chief of staff to the Gateway State. You'll meet our guest shortly. Leadership, they say, comes with sacrifice. For our guest today, sacrifice is the name of the game. Having given up a thriving medical practice and business enterprise to lead his people, he is passionate, God-friendly, and has displayed exemplary leadership in the close to 3 decades of his reign as king. You will meet our guest after this break. This is the Sunday Interview. I'm Jokeli Jadu. We'll be right back. Confusion reigned in Ahmadiyya area of Lagos after a Loma cleaner alleged that she heard a cry for help emanating from an underground tunnel around Ajala bus stop.
Well, TVC News senior reporter Jokeli Jadu was at the scene.
Of course, people that had been there since morning kept lamenting the fact that they expected them to go inside and see whatever was happening there. And then, you know, at some point, you get officials, people from the Odua People's Congress, the OPC, to, you know, come and see whether there was something they could do. They came to, and then they consulted with one another and told us they were not going inside the tunnel. So
it appears the mystery hasn't been solved.
So at some point, we didn't have a choice. We had to go into the tunnel ourselves. Right. So we went through the tunnel, and we didn't see much of anything in the tunnel. But then, just as we were coming out of the tunnel, we gathered that someone jumped out of the tunnel just before we came out, and the person was lynched. Shortly afterwards, pandemonium broke out when another man was spotted coming out from another side of the tunnel. The already angry crowd didn't spare the wanderer as they broke bottles and attempted to kill the suspected kidnapper. This time, the security officials, shooting sporadically, rescued the suspect. Where are you coming from? While it's still unclear what kind of nefarious activity goes on here, residents of this area want government and security agencies to look through this tunnel and find out if more victims are kept in this place. When TVC News moved through the tunnel, not much was seen as it led to a drainage.
At times, I get home at 12 midnight. Government should please put policemen here. They are still around. They are still in the tunnel.
In less than 24 hours, residents of Anambra State will go to their various polling units to pick their next governor. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, here in Anambra State says it is ready to conduct a free and fair election using card readers. Unlike other elections, INEC says there will be no use of incident forms in areas where card readers fail. The drive through town shows the levels to which Nigeria has reduced our future generation, the children, on the streets having to make a living for themselves and their families. Here in Lagos, it's a sight that confronts you at almost every street corner or highway. Children of all ages capitalizing on traffic gridlocks, hoping to make quick sales at the risk of being run over. All this while their privileged mates watch television, play video games and sleep at home. Their stories are different, and most of them are too shy to tell their grim stories.
I'll take my book, I'll do my assignments, read my book. By 12, I'll sleep.
The latest International Labour Organization global estimate on child labour indicates that Africa has the largest number of child labour, with 59 million children between the age of 5 and 17 being exposed to some form of hazardous work. So the question remains, what exactly is responsible for this problem?
Yes, he was the youngest nearest to.
But seeing the great feats that you accomplished at such a young age, would you say that you advocate young people in leadership positions in the country right now? And Ikorodu's son to his core, our guest today has made a mark in the real estate business, building his fortune from the ground up, despite a background of family wealth. He has gone into politics and is determined to continue the good work his family is renowned for. You'll meet our guest after this break. This is the Sunday Interview. I'm Jokeli Jadu. We'll be right back.
Rice and plantain with salad.
It's been 6 years since you commenced your journey as a politician. Tell me how that journey has been for you. Born to a background where fame and riches only lies in one stream, our guest today chose a path to glory, playing football. He has represented his country in major tournaments and played in leagues across the world. You'll meet our guest after this break. This is the Sunday Interview. I'm Jokeli Jadu. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's another look for me on the show today. You know how they say, when you are in Rome, you act like a Roman. So you can see I'm dressed this way. Our guest today is a spiritual leader. He's popular for his distinct beliefs. He's regarded by his followers as the perfect living master. He is Mohammed Ajiro Baton Ibrahim, known in many quarters as Sat Guru Maharaji. You're welcome to the program.
Blessings to everyone.
So I will start like this. Who is Sat Guru Maharaji?
I'm the living perfect master of this age.
The 5-story building said to belong to Lekki Gardens gave way at about 3 a.m. Eyewitnesses claim that laborers working for the construction firm, who normally sleep there, sometimes with their family members, were trapped in the rubble. When TVC News arrived at the scene, rescue operation was ongoing with 5 people already brought out dead and 6 others pulled out alive. Friends and family members of the victims were agitated and complained loudly about what they described as slow pace of the emergency managers.
They don't do anything, they just do nonsense for them. Carry laptop, they do nonsense. Now they want to rescue them. Come out there, maybe people get space.
We can spend 20 hours to save a life than to rush for 2 hours and lose 20 lives.
As at bulletin time, the number of victims had risen, with more than 15 dead and more than 10 rescued but injured. The search and rescue operation here at the site of the Lekki Horizons building collapse has entered day 2. Unfortunately, emergency officials say that nobody has been brought out from the debris alive today. Still, family members and friends of casualties are waiting patiently to see if more people will be brought out of this debris alive.
That was how the wife happened to be victim of the circumstance with the newborn baby of 3 months old.
All efforts to reach the management of Lekki Gardens proved abortive as the Lekki Horizon office was under lock and key when TVC News visited.
Hello?
Jokeli Jadu, TVC News, Lagos.